Tupate haki na tupate haki kama wakaaji wa sehemu hii.
Moving on, the presence of International Criminal Court prosecutor Karim Khan in the country seems to have ruffled allies of Azimio la Umoja coalition leaders the wrong way. A section of the opposition leaders claim the visit could compromise investigations on police brutality in the country. Our reporter Grace Nganga with the details.
ICC Chief Prosecutor Karim Khan's visit to the country over the weekend has caused an uproar within the country's political scene, with the Raila Odinga-led Azimio la Umoja coalition reading conflict of interest over his trip to Nairobi. Khan jetted into the country on Thursday and was on Friday conferred with an honorary Doctor of Laws degree by Mount Kenya University for his contribution to the corridors of justice and service to humanity. Mount Kenya University recognized Karim Khan for being a seasoned international criminal law and human rights lawyer, for his community outreach and for his efforts in the fight against terrorism. Lawyer Khan, the first talking Queen's Counsel lawyer, first hit headlines in Kenya when he represented President William Ruto and media personality Joshua Sang, where they were charged with crimes against humanity in 2007 post-election violence that were later dismissed. The ICC prosecutor's visit over the weekend triggered a political brawl, with Azimio's Na Kenya party leader Martha Karua claiming that the visit by the ICC prosecutor, especially after the killing of protesters by police, is not only suspect but also a blot on the credibility of ICC. She said, and I quote, "ICC prosecutor Karim Khan hosting in Kenya this weekend by Mount Kenya University and its founder, a friend of his former client William Ruto, at a time both the Azimio Kenya and Kenya Kwanza regime have written to the ICC on the situation in the country, especially the killing spree of unarmed protesters by police, is not only suspect but also a blot on the credibility of ICC." End of quote. Karua's statement came as it emerged that President William Ruto met with Mr. Khan for 2 hours at State House, where a source told KTN News they discussed issues of political instability and violence in Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the global issues including the Ukraine-Russian war. However, State House Press Secretary Emmanuel Talam was non-committal over whether the ICC prosecutor met with the president. In mid-April, Azimio wrote a letter to the ICC prosecutor to investigate Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome of committing 8 serious crimes. In a letter signed by Azimio's legal representative Paul Mwangi, the coalition claims that Koome established a special squad of rogue police officers to unleash terror on its supporters during the demos. It's because of this case that Azimio feel Khan should have declined the Mount Kenya University honorary doctorate degree. Addressing the same during a church service in Mweki, DAP Kenya party leader Eugene Wamalwa said it was unfortunate for the government to welcome Khan, yet they had written to ICC seeking the court's intervention in the recent anti-government protest that left dozens killed and scores injured.
Khan ndio prosecutor wa the International Criminal Court. Na yeye alikuwa wakili wa Bwana Ruto wakati wa mashtaka yale ya mauaji ya 2007-2008. Na amekuja hapa kwa mwaliko na ametuzwa hapa na amekaribishwa na serikali ya Kenya Kwanza wakati ambao tunajiandaa kwenda kuwashtaki. Hiyo ndio sababu tuna hofu na yeye kutembea hapa wakati huu tunatayarisha mashtaka.
Some time back, when President Ruto was at ICC, you represented him. Therefore, what do we expect as Kenyans if you're the person who is going to investigate into crimes against humanity, the murders, the torture that has occurred in Kenya? This amounts to professional misconduct. I would now take this opportunity to advise you to appoint other prosecutors.
Grace Nganga, KTN News, Nairobi.
Meanwhile, residents of Tasia in